It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports.
Keyshawn Nixon now from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
And they're on the 17-yard line.
On the set.
A guy coming off a career high in rushing yards last year. Here's Aaron Jones.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 20-yard line.
Ready.
And this play's still live. He faked the spike, going to throw it. And that is going to wind up incomplete. So they try to hit him with something you don't see too often, but it doesn't work out. And you look at this Saints defense.
They've been very good against the pass so far this year. Number 4 in the NFL right now.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
On 4th down, the Packers call on Daniel Whelan to punt. Deep for New Orleans is Rashid Shaheed.
And they punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And that's what friends are for.
Right. As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
First down, Saints.
They run it again with Kamara. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the Packers.
Here's Carr. And it's caught. The tight end Hill. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Alvin Kamara with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Saints have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that makes the score 7-0.
Gonzalez set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, let's see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. They may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They kind of got a look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
If they open things up, let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good start. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13.
At the Saints 38-yard line.
Spike 60. Ready.
Love, they go play action now.
And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. Romeo Doubs, his intended receiver.
And it's third down.
When you look at this Saints defense,
they're a tough unit to throw against. Currently fourth toughest in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Love. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Saints will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 43-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
They'll start in excellent field position following the INT.
On first down, a running play ends up going backwards as he won't get close to the line of scrimmage. In fact, he's going to lose 4 yards.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here's Carr to throw. And he can't hang on to it, and the screen never got started.
Excellent defensive effort to get to him and provide a little contact before the catch could be made cleanly.
They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw.
To the sideline and incomplete.
Well, gap man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And this will be taken at the 13. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And it'll be Packer football here, first down and 10. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line.
Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
Okay, here comes third down and 7.
Love looking to throw it.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
They'll take over first down 10 at the 26-yard line.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Saints with the football here to begin quarter number 2. As they go to work on a first and goal. Kamara is in. Touchdown, New Orleans. So this has been a pretty strong start to the year for him on the ground, CD. It's just week 3. That's already 5 rushing touchdowns.
And you know he's got big grins on their faces besides the rest of the team. The strength and conditioning program, because he was awfully dedicated to what they put in front of him to get ready for this year. Got himself into terrific shape, and he's dominated here early on.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0.
Zane Gonzalez set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
Nixon now from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking now.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far.
Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Trying the left side with Kamara. Gets past one man. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
He's brought down at the 31. It's a gain of 8.
Again, it's Kamara. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
The 71 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
And the Saints first down.
Now Carr on the bootleg. He'll buy some time right.
That is caught by Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans.
A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Saints take a 3-touchdown lead.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And it's now 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
This taken in at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Let's go now.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
52 black.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10.
Ready.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground.
And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35. From the 35, here's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Watch out now. 50 Fury. Hut.
Here's Love. Flush to his right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
Inside the 10.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Gonzalez now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Packers nothing. Gonzalez set to kick off.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Nixon now from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
Here we go, set.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. The Packers on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9.
52. Ready.
On play action. Love to throw. And now here is another interception. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
What's up?
Here's Kamara out of the pistol. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Down to the 25. 3 yards on the pickup there, but they've only got it back to 3rd and 10. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Devondre Campbell flies in to blow that play up.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now they got to get to the line quickly.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. A gain of 1. Brings up 3rd down and 9.
Off the play fake, Love. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Pete Werner. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
At the 41-yard line.
Now.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. This one taken in by Olave. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, New Orleans. Chris Olave. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Saints are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
Nixon now from his end zone. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive.
That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
Down.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12.
To pass, here's Jordan Love.
Here's a ball deep from Musgrave.
And now here is another interception. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu.
And the Saints are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. From midfield, here's Carr.
The pass caught by Olave.
Able to slither by. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Coming left is Kamara. Fighting through, and he's got space. There he goes again, and he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara, he has career touchdown number 78, tying him with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Saints will extend their lead here just before halftime. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. Nixon now from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
Devontae Wyatt there for the stop.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Trying to get that one to Chris Olave.
And that'll make it third down.
Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. He's got his target. That's complete.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Kamara up the middle. And a short gain here down to the 22.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
On 3rd and long, it's Carr. This is caught. Touchdown, Saints. Third touchdown pass now for Derek Carr.
And the Saints extend their lead yet again.
Gonzalez to add the PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Next to score, Saints 49, Packers nothing. Zane Gonzalez set to
Now
kick
after
off.
the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
Nixon now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard
The
line.
Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the third quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw.
Looking deep here for Dobbs.
And now here is another interception.
Picked off by Paulson and Debo. And the Saints are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10.
And just shedding him off there. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
125 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. Oh, what a move.
To the 36-yard line, stop there.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And Kamara's going to have a Saints first down as he'll take this down to the 26.
A man who's been busy this afternoon. It's Kamara again. And running with power here. And he doesn't quite make it. Taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
At the 1-yard line. First and goal, New Orleans.
They'll run it with Kamara. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Alvin Kamara
punching it in from a yard away.
And the Saints will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
Nixon now from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Packers take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Ready.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. A give to Kamara running right. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down.
Rashawn Gary, the man to bring him down.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Second down and 6 now.
Second and 6 at the 27.
A give. This is Kamara. And he's got this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 22. The Saints on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. So he shifts past him, and they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Alvin Kamara,
A 13-yard touchdown run.
and the Saints are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign.
Gonzalez good on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Let's go now.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
And now here's another interception. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu.
By the Saints. They'll take over 1st and 10.
What now?
Carr going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10.
At the 34.
He'll start with a give to Kamara.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10. At the 35-yard line.
Carr now to throw. He's going to float this over the middle deep. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, New Orleans. Make it 4 touchdown passes now for Derek Carr.
And the Saints continue to pour it on here in the 4th.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
Keyshawn Nixon now on the return. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Take over 1st and 10. At their own 17-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns. And it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Carr.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Darnell Savage.
Down.
And I think the ball's out. And this one's going to go out of bounds. So no recovery, but on 4th down, a change of possession anyway.
Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
Jones. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. One back in the game. That's Jones, 2nd and goal.
Clock, 10. Set, go.
They'll give it to him again. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Here's Jones. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively.
So off goes Love. On is Carlson for the Packer field goal.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And the gamble fails. It's incomplete. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Saints will have the football back. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Carr going to look to throw.
Gets this complete to Shaheed. Now he's free at the 35. He may go.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Gonzalez now to add the extra point. The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play.
Well, trailing here in the 4th quarter, and that personal foul, that only adds to the hole that they're currently standing in.
Yeah, absolutely a bad job of just losing your cool and letting your anger take over. Mistakes like that, not going to help you at this stage of the game.
At their own 25-yard line.
Got it. Set.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. Trying to find some space to turn upfield, but this defense having none of it. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
Back at the 22-yard line.
Here's Jones again on 2nd down.
Call it no gain there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the 4th quarter. Should rely more on the passing attack?
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Ready?
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. That's to his running back, complete. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. They had to go.
And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw, as this play will stand as is.
Carr going to throw here. Steps away. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. To throw, it's Carr.
He'll find Shaheed out to the right.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
From the 3, second and a yard.
At the 3-yard line.
They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Gonzalez to add the PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Packers nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the 4th quarter, facing the big deficit. Just silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny, I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of had this scenario, like what feels good to you and what feels good to your team. You're down big. You really have like one possession left, and you're trying to put points on the board that don't matter. But do they? And
that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted.
Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
And the Saints come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. So not just a blowout win for them today, Charles, but a shutout blowout win as well. Clearly just a superior effort on both sides of the ball.
Hey, didn't it feel like you get a touchdown, you get a touchdown, and then the defense jumped up and said, hold it, we're getting involved as well. You're exactly right. Big points, both sides contributing, a full